Okay, let's see if we can hear this. 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 Alright, now we should be doing something. Sorry about the echo, everybody. Hello, Moldy. Hello, Sweets. Hello, Area. I'm not interested in any kind of advertisement or work, so I'll pass on that. But thank you for showing up and hanging out with us. We're here live on Slackville, so thought maybe I would do some testing. I've been working on OBS settings and things to see if I can get some things leveled out where I want them and working. So I'm just gonna go dig some diggy, I think is what we're gonna do. So no, I was on a phone call. Sorry, Moldy. Normally I would not have that, but yeah, I was on a phone call. Some reason it seems like whenever I get ready to do something, my phone goes off the hook. So I think that I'm still having a little bit of echo. So let me see if I can fix that. Hopefully that's better. Are we done with the echo? I hope. This is a project that I've been working with Mammoth Axe and Coolish Cougar and Sweets. We've been putting together a kind of a fresh base of sorts over here on Slackville. And this is the sorter building, which is kind of neat. I did the crosses at the front and the back of the building. I built those and helped with building the sorter, which is not really the sorter style that I'm used to, but it works. And then we've got a kelp farm that we've got set up back here, and down below we've got a bamboo farm. We've got a couple auto crafters that turn the bamboo into slabs, and the slabs feed up into this smelter and turn everything into kelp blocks to run our mini smelter that's over here. And a few things that I've built. And then this is the project that Sweets is working on right now, is this village over here, kind of customizing it and make it into something that she likes to call home. So right now we're just gonna go diggy and see if we can find some pesky blue rocks and see how that goes. So all that fun jazz. We've got a geode that's next to this sorter area that's got a conduit in it. So rather than having a bubble vader or something of that nature, I just put a water column in that you can go up and down in. We've got a zombie spawner back over that direction to mend tools with and stuff, and just a little mine that I started out. So kind of taking advantage of the conduit powers. How's everybody's day going? You're on your way into bed. It's getting to be late in the day for you, so I'm not surprised. That's okay. I'm glad you're here. Haven't really talked to you a whole lot the last few days, so I hope everything is well. Kind of figured that you've been packing a little bit, so never a dull moment. Okay, so I think I'm going to dig this direction. Oh, nice. I take it that your dad's been kind of helping with the school activities and stuff while you've been working. Probably fun for your son to have a little grandpa time too, I'm sure. So, yeah, it's hard to tell when people are in school and when they're not. So, I know it's getting close to the startup of school season, but you never know if kids have sports activities or any of that kind of thing. So, no, that one can go away. Oh, thank you, Muffin. I don't need any cheap thrills or views or any of that kind of stuff on my live streams. We can pass on all that kind of stuff. Look, pesky blue rocks. I'm not on mobile, I'm on my desktop, and currently I'm looking at the OBS settings, and by the time I popped over to the actual Twitch side of things, you'd already taken care of it. What do you need to learn how to do, Sweets? Oh, moderating. Yeah, spent so much time online hanging out with Sweets that figured she could be a moderator. She's probably earned the privilege to do that, so give her something to learn, something new to do. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm thinking about maybe doing some Fortnite, but having some kind of hit and miss with broadband, so I figured for now until they get all that leveled out and stick to a little bit of mining. That's pretty easy to deal with hiccups on. So. Give me a Sage. What's up, brother? It's been a minute. Hope you guys are doing well. Looks like a little bit of nope going on right there. We'll pass on that one. You're at the Blackstone cooking dinner, huh? Nice. Guessing that you guys have been out at the ball fields and doing that kind of stuff too, so I think you've had a pretty busy summer. I want to catch up and ask you how the new pickup's going, but haven't really had a chance to catch us anywhere, so I hope the new truck is nice and that everything's well with it. F550 dump truck. That sounds pretty nice. I'm a fan of the F-Series trucks, although I'm in the process of buying a Kodiak style dump truck myself, so it's an older one. Somebody's done a lot of work to. I want to say an early 70s model Kodiak of sorts, and somebody's put a fuel injected engine in it, so that's going to be neat. I'm hoping maybe sometime later in the fall I'll pick that up. Need to get my redneck no-tell motel moving. Go out to the lake and spend some time at the lake, and just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, I did say the lake. Go out and cook at the campfire and watch the wilderness and whatnot. It's always entertaining. My brother's brother-in-law wants to do some fishing, so I don't like to fish, but I don't mind being out in the wilderness, so campfire cooking and all that fun stuff. Not really camping per se, I would say, because of, I've got all the amenities of being at home in the camper, but still getting out into the outdoors is kind of nice. So now you want to go fishing? Not sure what that is up there. Looks like maybe some nope. I just keep going on my merry way. They're supposed to take my internet down tomorrow between 8 in the morning and 10 in the morning, so hopefully they'll have some stuff figured out and they can get my other rental property up and going on the new high-speed internet. Get that all finished up would be kind of nice. You keep having these crazy summer storms. Making things hard on contractors to get anything done. How's the audio sound? Everything okay? Enjoy your dinner, Miss Age. Hope the game sounds aren't too loud. The music's not too loud in the game. Nice. Took me a little bit to figure out the OBS stuff. I've been trying to do some of this different scene things and that kind of thing. Not really good at all at graphic arts kind of fancy stuff, but working on it a little bit. I got a Be right back. Okay, now I'm back. I don't know if you can hear what you can hear or what you can't hear. All those different scenes have different audio properties, but don't jump in the soup. You don't like the other hot sauce? It only cooks for a little bit. Did you see the pictures of the work I did on the water area suites? I posted those over on Mammoth's Discord server. Kind of opening up that water channel so you could build your ships. Still have some work to do on it. I just started on it last night. Spent a little bit of time trying to redo the waterway and the landscaping around the area so you could have your ships in your harbor and whatnot, maybe your docking area. Yep, just something for you to do. It's no big rush. It gives me something to dig in, something to mess around with, so. The game music seems to be going up and down like crazy. Wish they would normalize the volume on that stuff. 1 minute it's super quiet and the next minute it's super loud. You don't need a membership, Moldy. It's kind of a hit and miss thing. Really, you join his Discord and there's an application page where you can answer a few questions and submit some of the build stuff that you've worked on. It's pretty simple, and it's more about the community feel than it is about actual, like Prowl or Blue Jay, where you have to have a constant membership. It's not like that over here at Slackville. It's a completely different arena. I kind of like the people of it. It's a lot more friendly, and there's a lot more Discord activity. It's not the same as what I'm used to. I'll put it that way. I don't want to put Prowl or Blue Jay or anybody down. It's been a nice environmental change for me. So I think Sweets has been having a pretty decent time, and the people that play on here are our kind of people, I think. So I just really have enjoyed it. This would be a great place for you and Nixter for sure. No, it's not like that. It's more of a situation where T-Man Cow and Slack Lizard themselves make a decision of whether or not they uh, approve or not, and then once they make a decision, that's it. They made a decision, and it's one of those things that you really have to do something catastrophic to be in a situation where you're not welcome. And everybody has been super awesome and super welcoming. So it's a different way of doing Minecraft, and I enjoy it. I know she's anti Minecraft right now, but it doesn't mean she's not good at it. I I think it's a lot more to do with the people that you play the game with than it is the actual game. And to me, I just enjoy being over here. The group of people that Sweets and I have been hanging out with and working on a few builds with have been just stellar. The one guy is from Australia, the other guy is from South Africa, and uh, they both are mechanics by trade, and they just do some phenomenal builds. But even with that, I mean, it's just a whole different community vibe altogether. And a lot of them know a lot of the other communities that we've all been a part of. So it's been a breath of fresh air for me for sure. So very helpful too, aren't they, Sweets? I mean, it just seems like that they'd really like to go out of their way to make sure that people are able to get what they need and give people the ability to kind of be individuals and do the stuff that they enjoy. The rules are pretty basic and pretty simple, It's really amazing at the level of gameplay too. But they also play other games as well. There's a bunch of 7 Day people and a bunch of uh, Elder Scrolls Online and Among Us and just a whole different group of people. They don't just necessarily get stuck on playing Minecraft. But they have stream weekends where you can sign up to be one of the streamers on the weekend. And of course, they've got chaos streams too where they have you can uh, do all kinds of different things to the players during the chaos streams and stuff. But just really kind of a pretty active community. Some very amazing builds. But this is the seasonal world, and that's kind of what people get to play on. They've got a forever world too that's limited to a certain number of players, and for good reason. The forever worlds are hard to manage. So but people play from all over the world, which is nice because there's a time zone for everybody. It seems like that there's activities nonstop. So I just have really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. And they're pretty much all really nice and people. You know, they're not what I would consider to be people who are arrogant or anything of that nature at all. So it's one of the reasons why I really haven't started up my new season on my realm yet. We've just been super busy having fun over here. It's been nothing like I would have even had imagined to start with, you know. But even with that, it's just been a lot of fun. We even enjoyed watching Sweets kind of have her own kind of freedom and being able to do the stuff that she wants to do. That's been kind of cool too. So we've got some really super incredible builders. It's amazing the kind of stuff that has been built on here. I want to say that this world is maybe 2 years old, I want to say. And some of the builds on here are builds that you would think would take 3 or 4 years to build. Hey Gibbo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Doing a little Minecrafting. I don't know if you've ever been around the Minecraft people or not, but this is something I really enjoy doing. One of those games that it was nice to have around when I quit smoking. Keep my mind busy. Lots of lava lakes in this area. Kind of different for me too. I normally play with the game sounds off, so I don't really normally pay too much attention to the game sounds, but kind of hard to stream without them. And people get used to having background noise, so I hope that you're feeling good. I know you had a cold there for a little bit, you know. Hope that that's kind of passed and gone away a little bit. I was hoping maybe we get to see some more out of Beeper before she takes off to go up to her trip out of town, but I think she's been having some technical issues, so I hope all that stuff passes soon. Yeah, those lingering coughs could be a pain. No, I think that Moldy Triple M had to go pick her son up from her dad's. So she may be lurking in the background, Gibbo. And she might be driving. Drive safe and don't be texting and driving. We don't want nobody getting into no accidents or getting hurt. That wouldn't be cool. Now, hopefully Beepers gets her air conditioner back up and moving and her headset fixed. At least hopefully they can get her apartment cooled down a little bit. That'd be nice. Hey Gary, welcome in, buddy. Gary is one of the Slackville people. He's pretty awesome. I like Gary. Hello, Miner Mom. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Another fabulous Minecraft builder. If you guys don't know each other, would hope that you'd take a minute and check each other out, because Gary and Miner Mom and Triple M and Sweets and Givo, all fantastic people. Awesome people. I feel kind of blessed to know so many good people. Doing a little diggy, Gary. Chasing a few of them blue rocks around, you know. I'm nobody. I'm just a little man on the end of the internet somewhere, so. Lots of very talented people in my chat, that's for sure. Back up, dude. No. No hugs for you. Sorry. No, sir. Sizzle Stick can stay back. I just said no hugs, man. What are you doing? Good gravy. Mr. Radar looks like he's looking for some ender chest. Oh, look, a new geode. And Mr. Spider. Hello. Get back. Excuse me? No hugs. Um, looky here. Spider spawner. Well, thank you for the offer on the bow, Gary. I've been trying to buy new bows from Stormy at her shop, you know. I like supporting the community economy a little bit. One of the reasons why I'm out digging holes. Couple of geodes in this area. Cool. Well, hello, sir. Can I interest you in a blade? I think somewhere down here is where we started out originally. Well, look at you, sir. Thank you. No hooks for you. Thank you, Mr. Sizzlestick. They like my arrows. You can have some back. Thank you. Okay, I think this is where we were at. Yes, it is. Okay, I thought there was one more. Maybe I was seeing stuff. Oh well. Carry on. Oh, no worries, Gibbo. I know you're a busy man. You always got stuff to do, so appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. Hopefully that the cough will go away and you get to feeling better. Iron. Everybody likes a little iron. Yeah, I've been working hard to have that vacation time, so I hope it get well so you can enjoy some of the time off. I don't know if you're an Iron Maiden or not, Sweets. That's a that's not a question for me, I guess. Heck yeah, she does. Well, good vibes for beepers. Hopefully, a job interview as well and all that. She's highly talented, so I don't think that she necessarily will have an issue with having people wanting to employ her. It's just a matter of having the right opportunity. So really, come on, game. Well, the piece. Some more than another hot sauce. The tacos were yesterday. I streamed the other day and Becca come in and hang out for a little bit. That was kind of cool. Hello, friend. Oh no. There's a little bit of nope. Yep, it's quiet time with me. I'm not on silent mode. You should hear the game music, but it's kind of quiet. So, I'm just doing a little mining in a nice cavern here, so trying to light it up and get rid of any kind of persistent mob activities. Help keep the world lag stuff down, so, you know, being a good player. Torchy torch spam. Back to the little diggy diggy. $149,000 on it. 7.3. What year is it? 2003 with the 7.3? It's a rare truck. I thought the 2003 was the year they switched over to the 6.7. Of course, being the F550, it may have been a little bit later. It's probably a really nice truck to have. Is it a one-owner truck or is it a company truck that you bought on an auction? Yeah, that's what my Super Duty is a 7.3. I absolutely love it. I know my mechanic said that it's an obsolete truck, but he said that I've got a decent one, so. One of those things I think that they are quick to retire things that are good. So, unfortunately, if something that's successful and they, yeah, those salters are hard on those F550 frames for sure. But you build stuff too good, and then there's no residual income from building it, so they tend to try to minimize that some by changing it up. And kind of a silly way to do business, but they have repeat business when they have people that have to upgrade because they can no longer get parts for stuff. So, yes, Gary, I know you like the GM world, but there are some decent blue ovals out there. Miss Age got a nice GMC pickup, I believe. So. I would say anything in this day and age that runs is not a bad deal. Older Jeeps, a lot of those had mixed drivetrains in them too, didn't they, though? And some of them have whoever was the cheapest manufacturer's parts available, I want to say. I'm for whichever one will get you down the road and back home again. That's what I'm for. I like my square bodies and I like my Fords both. Not necessarily too picky on either one. They even have a few Toyotas as well, so. Which to me are some of the simplest and easiest to work on. I wouldn't necessarily say they're the best built, but the regular Toyota pickups with the 22Rs and the 22REs in them are pretty rough to beat. I've owned several of them in my time. Still have a few of them. I still have 3 of those Toyota pickups still. Yeah, but even with that though, I mean the new process and Nippon Zenzo and that kind of stuff is, I think, now owned by the Ford Motor Company, so. no. Well, the fire spread is off on this world, but if you light a mob on fire and they run into you, you're definitely going to be on fire. So, I guess that's a pro and con of having fire aspect on a sword. So, if you light up a mob and they run into you and they give you a hug, they're going to give you back some of your fire. It's just a flesh wound. I think I'm going to be done mining. I've got, I think about 110 pesky blue rocks for the for this trip through the tunnel. So I think I'll call it good, and I can go to the shopping district and spend some of these blue rocks a little bit. It'll be a good time. Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm pretty good at finding them. And gas weeds, it's something I enjoy doing. I'm pretty quick at being able to find them. I think I've been on this world about a month, and I'm well over a stack of diamond blocks plus. Chilling at your Skelly farm, nice. Collecting up some bones. We built Slack's new general mob farm on here, Gary. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but that thing's pretty impressive. I kind of like it. Bones and bows, nice. Take a flight over there and show everybody that new mob farm. Mammoth and I built it with the help of Brian and Sweets, and it's made out of black concrete. That was a challenge to put that together because you can't really see where you're at with that black concrete. It doesn't give you really a defining line, but I think we spent about 5 hours putting that together. It was pretty neat, and it works amazing. I think that Mammoth has spent 2 AFK sessions there, and I think we're somewhere around 12 or 13 chokers of gunpowder out of that thing, plus bones, and I think we've got a burnificator for the rotten flesh and all the other stuff that comes out of it. Private Ryan. Yeah, I would look forward to your streams again, Miss Age. That'll be awesome. Yep, I've been helping them with that as well. We were about 5,000 blocks out with that tunnel bore. We're talking about putting together another one and either running another bore back from where that one's at, just running a whole entire separate machine, or running another bore beside it. We've had to build some mob switches, and we built a mob switch onto the tunnel bore, but there's a lot of gas. We could probably have a gas farm in that bore. It's pretty big. It's 3 chunks wide, and like I said, I think it's about 5,000 blocks long. I think that you're going to like the new update, Miss Age, and especially the trial chamber stuff. That stuff is, the trial chambers are fun, and it's even more fun if you got a couple people with you. I'm going to head back up to the zombie farm that I've got for XP and mend up my tools real quick, and then I'll do a little bit of a sightseeing tour. We've got a pretty nice kelp farm that we just built too. That thing has got, I want to say, 1,344 kelp plants in it, and it's self-feeding, so we have auto crafters that make kelp blocks, and the kelp blocks feed the smokers that dry the kelp. So that's pretty cool. And we've been working on a project. We've got another guy on the world that is doing the Nether Hub project, and they're building a Stargate, and the characters or the encoders on the Stargate are surrounded by netherrack or netherite blocks, and we've been gathering netherite blocks to put around that Stargate. I think it's about a little over halfway done. I think we have somewhere roughly about, I want to say, 60 netherite blocks left to go to finish it. I think when everything's said and done, we should have close to enough netherite blocks to have a netherite beacon. But I think this is a lot cooler than a beacon. My opinion, for whatever that matters. Just my opinion. Want that in there. Hey, Becca. Yeah, you're a mod. I'm good, and yourself? Becca, meet everybody. Everybody meet Becca. Becca's good people. And she's one of my Fortnite people, so. Yeah, Slack's Forever World is pretty amazing. That's there's some stuff on there that's out of this world, so. Let some of this stuff run through there. Throw some of this stuff back in here for now. This is the outside area of the sorter building that we've been working on. It kind of looks better at night, so. Mammoth and I did a lot of the sorter build stuff, and Coolish Cougar Brian did a lot of the decor. It's kind of neat. A precursor for Slackville. That like the Simply Bedrock stuff too, or is that been so many different community worlds that it's hard to keep up with. This area is kind of Sweet's playground here. She's been building a lot of stuff here. And then I've been working on this channel right here. She wanted to build some ships in this lake area right here. So all this was kind of narrowed up into a little bitty channel. I've been working on widening it out and making it bigger. I'll go out here a little bit, and there's kind of an ocean area out here. So kind of a neat area. And there's one of the new trial chambers down here underneath there. So got a little bit of a tree farm right there and whatnot. Just kind of a simple base area. Like I said, I did the cross designs and built the crosses, and then Mammoth and I worked on building the sorter with Brian. Brian's been working on the aesthetics around the outside of the sorter building, so it's been cool. And we'll go down here a little bit. Yeah, I could get that, Gary. This is their nether network, if you will. Pop through into Mammoth and Coolish Cougar's base area, their permanent base area. There's their mega sorter building. I helped Mammoth with this smelter building a little bit. And the Mammoth and I built this kelp farm. There's 1,344 kelp plants in this farm. Well, we've got it set up so that there's an outer tier and then a center, middle tier, and then right here we've got a couple tiers in the center. I think we spent about 2 days building this. It was kind of fun. It started out with the shulker of pistons and observers and redstone, and I think we ended up with about 5 stacks of maybe 6 stacks of pistons and observers left over. Basically all the kelp is pushed down into the hoppers, and then the hoppers feed down into smokers, and the smokers then feed into an autocrafter. The autocrafter makes kelp blocks. So the kelp blocks feed back into the smokers, and then the overflow from the kelp blocks we put into a shulker loader. And so far we've made, I think, about 12 shulkers of kelp out of this, but it continually just feeds itself. It's kind of neat. Short flight for you to go over here to Brian's in Mammoth's place. We got to do a community night over here, Gary. This is the coolest. This is a coliseum that they built. They drink a one of those ominous potions and it'll trigger a raid. We have this set up so we can do raid battles. That's a lot of fun. We've done a lot of raids over here. But the floor of the coliseum is explosion proof, so we like doing it at night when you have all the mobs spawn as well, so just a little entertainment. And we gutted out their storage system over here and rebuilt it from the ground up to be kind of like the new storage system that at the place that I was at earlier. I'm trying to kind of standardize a little bit on the storage stuff. So we have kind of most all the blocks in the game have a place in the storage. Not every block, but most of them. You know, trying to keep the craftable blocks out of it and just have the organic blocks that are there. So this is Mammoth and Brian and Gaz's Guardian Farm here. And outside of the Guardian Farm, I'll take you and show you the new General Mob Farm that we built. It's pretty cool. It's up there. Mammoth did the pixel art for the Slack logo on here. And then Sweets did the T-Man face on this side, which she was pretty nervous about. It was her first pixel art that she's ever done, so. But been choker loading gunpowder and bones. I think Mammoth grabbed all the bones to use in the tree farm last night, but underneath here, I don't know if I can see it or not, but I've got a conduit that's boxed in underneath here, and then we put the AFK spots or waterlogged, so you stand in water and it gives you free night vision. This thing just rains and rains and rains mobs. Well, like I said, we spent about 5 hours building this farm here. And the worst part of it was putting all the column, the drop chutes in. Doing that with the stained glass and the black concrete was hard to see, so it's pretty entertaining. We put 2 AFK spots here so we could have more than one person stand out here in AFK if they wanted to. The one thing this farm does produce a lot of is Enderman, though. It's kind of crazy over here with some Enderman. This is a tree Mammoth and Brian and Gaz all put together. Mammoth said this is the second big tree he's done like this. So I think he wants to build a village in this area at some point. And they do some pretty impressive work. Everything on this world is just almost larger than life. Unreal. The amount of talent that's here. Take y'all on a short flight and show you the nether hub that Watchful Spirit's been working on. Stormy and so many other people have worked on these nether hallways. They're just impressive. This is like nothing I've ever seen before. I mean, the amount of detail that they put into these builds is not like anything I've seen. So, but there's the Stargate portal that he's been working on, and you can tell that the I call them the encoders or whatever they are all surrounded by netherite. And eventually, when everything's said and done, and he has the center of this piece done the way he wants it, then there'll be a portal in the middle of that. But I think we're missing a netherite block over here too. Looks like there's one missing right up here. I think that there's roughly about 50 some blocks left to finish this all out. Chevrons, that's right, Gary. And this is the world spawn island here. There's a few things for people to grab, some sweet berries and some bamboo and some trees. And then there's some chests with gear and food and whatnot to get people kind of off on the right foot. You know, people drop off armor and tools and whatnot for people to start out with. Looks like we're due to put some more stuff in here, but then there's a bed to set spawn. I think that they may have some other stuff in here that's simple. So there's an enchanting table in here for people to use. Kind of a neat spawn area. Some animals to get some early game food with and whatnot. They've got the different hallways are color coded. So they've got the east hallway is white. I want to say that this is the north hallway is blue. West hallway is green. And then the south hallway is red. Come down here and we've got the shopping and gaming district this over here, which is so many cool things here. Spawn's pretty neat, Gary. I mean, the whole world is pretty neat, but this is the shopping and gaming district portal. I think that I want to say Chewie made this flying saucer here. It's got a sheep head built on the inside of it. And then they've got a clock tower, and which is the mail room, I believe. This is where everybody's mailboxes are at in here. And then they've got a gaming district with some different games down here. This is kind of like a player building here. You go in there and set up your favorite banner and block and a little bit of information about yourself in there. And they've got all the different armor trims in there and whatnot. This is kind of like the shopping area. This is an Unreal Cathedral built by Helen and Infan and several other people. They kind of memorialize Slack and Jin's wedding, I believe. But This is the kind of stuff that's all over this world, and it's just larger. To me, it's larger than life. So they've got an airport here, bunch of cool stuff. Tons and tons and tons of cool stuff. I think they've got uh, some one block or one chunk challenge builds over here too that are pretty cool. I want to say that they're just limitless amounts of cool things to see. I helped Mammoth build this side of this bartering farm over here. One of the first projects I got to help do anything with. This is pretty cool. Each side of this, I think, will go through a shulker of gold ingots in 5 minutes. So we got one piglin on each side, and it's set up to trade. It's amazing how fast these bartering farms run. Gary, you got some pretty cool stuff on here. I don't like to necessarily invade too many people's builds on live because I kind of like to respect people's privacy a little bit, but just so much stuff to see on here. It's unreal. Just unreal. We've put a bunch of conduits out here. The conduits really put out quite a bit of light. And just not even being active, they have a pretty good light source. Sweets has done some sea pickles down here in the water as well. Kind of light up the water areas, whatnot. She built this from scratch, and she got a cemetery that she built over there, and she built this bridge. And she built a couple of stables over here for animals and whatnot. And she's got a fishing shack over there. And she recreated one of the armorist or weaponsmith buildings here. So she's got a simple little clay farm right there. I've been slowly working on this area. Not in any kind of big rush to build this out, but kind of just some place to kind of tinker around with. We got a villager up there that has been working in a wheat farm so we could have target blocks to build this order with. So slowly working on the terrain out here too. There was a bunch of big holes out here in the front area. And slowly digging out that ravine and working on the terraforming. I'm not very good at terraforming, so it's something that I'm trying to learn a little bit as I go. Been around Brian and Mammoth has helped kind of elevate my building skills a little bit. Of course, the big thing right now is the auto crafter. It's pretty cool to do so many different things with. This one's set up to make TNT, which we've been using for the tunnel board. And collecting up stuff to do the netherite blocks with. And I think that we've got about, I want to say there's about 80% of all the game blocks that you can get naturally in the game in here. And we've tried to keep all the stuff that you would craft out of here and keep it kind of in separate storage, but that's come out pretty nice. I'm gonna run down here to my zombie spawner farm real quick. This is one of the few builds that I built solely on my own, so it's not super fancy, but it works. There's a spawner, and then there's a redstone lamp above it with a sticky piston and a redstone block. Flip the lever and it turns the spawner on. And I've got just a simple trident killer set up down here. So let this run a little bit and mend up my elytra. And a simple basic 2-hopper minecart collection system, and then we've got a manual trash can down here, so get rid of the stuff that we don't want to keep. And if somebody wants to grind off enchantments off of enchanted gear, they can do that, and if they want to. And ender chest down here and a crafting table. Nothing super fancy, but you know, stuff that works. I believe that there's a spider spawner right above here that Coolest Cougar is going to turn into a string farm at some point. I think we've got a lot of people in the world running farms right now, so the spawner might be kind of slow. That's okay. Not in any kind of hurry to mend up my gear. How's your new build coming along, Gary? Have you been making some progress on that? You got enough deep slate to work on that? Need to do a couple Fortnite streams too, but still having some. They're still doing some provisional stuff on my internet, so they're gonna have it down tomorrow for 2 hours in the morning, trying to make sure that they can get the best possible connection set up, and hopefully that will be enough to be able to get a steady frame rate. You messed up in it. Oh no. And things not coming together as planned, or okay, well I didn't know if you had enough deep slate or not, so yeah, Fortnite is a monster when it comes to having lag issues on live streams. I hope you get that sorted out, Gary. I mean, if you need a little bit of help, I'd be happy to give you a hand if I can. Yeah, it's just a simple water stream. They fall down into the water stream and it kicks them down into that channel. And the channel's got water flowing but from both directions, and then that kicks out into the trident killer. Pretty simple basic setup. And like I said, there's a spider spawner up here that Brian's going to work on turning into a string farm. I need to put some stairs in here. Just a little spawner that can make some string out of, and then this is scaffolding and goes up to the surface out into the courtyard. So just amazing how many resources are in this area. It's unreal. Kind of set this up so that Sweets would have a place to mend up her tools as well. And like I said, you know, we've got the collection system, and we can smelt these tools down and whatnot, or we can throw them in the manual trash can over here. Put a sticky piston over that to keep people from walking into it. A little bit of safety never hurts. Little safety never hurt anybody. But on that note, I think I'm going to call it a stream. I appreciate everybody coming out to hang out with me for a little bit. Kind of working on trying to get things set up and see if I can get some streaming done. I keep changing things on this game. It's unreal. So hope you all have a blessed night, and day, whichever time zone you're in and whatnot. And we shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.